Welcome to our pre-market outlook. First of all, let me start with a brief review. Last day, that means on special trading section in connection with the Diwali, to start the Samvat year 2069, the market remained lackluster one. The domestic market made a positive start, but soon they slipped into red and remained in the same territory for the remaining 1.5 hours of special trading section on Tuesday. The weakness in the overseas market and caution before the release of the domestic inflation data made the investors keep their position alight during the special trading section. When the stock market in Europe and Asia declined amid mounting concerns over the Eurozone debt crisis as the region finance ministers and International Monetary Fund failed to reach an agreement on how Greece would repay its debt. There has been a trend in the Indian market that the market moved higher on more trading section, but this time the major indices were stuck up in the tight range, and as the market neared closing, indices snapped the trade with a cutoff over quarter percentage lower. The volume was also thin in the special trading section as the investors remained cautious before the Wednesday's inflation data. On the sector front, in the SEDED section, information technology, bank and auto counters suffered significant loss, whereas the realty and oil and gas and metal counters managed to post limited gains. Telecom stocks also ended up in the section even as the government's much anticipated and hyped 2G spectrum auction turned out to be the lackluster one, with the bids coming for worth only 9,200 crore at the end of the opening day. Additionally, the cement stocks witnessed a profit booking after the cement major JP Associates reported an over 48% decline in its net profit during the quarter ended September 2012. Among these stocks, United Breweries, which surged 35% on Monday after the news that the spirit nature Diageo will take 27% stake in the particular company. But during the motor trading section, United Spirits and United Holdings McDowell entered 1.6% down after making the high of the 1,900 mark. Stocks of other nickel companies such as the Radico Gaitan, Jagajit Industries, MP Distilleries, Ravi Kumar Distilleries and GM Breweries extended their gains from Monday, and they ended up 3 to 5% on the hopes that the United Spirits deal will trigger a rating for these liquor companies. And other stock specific action was to point out is from the SpiceJet. The SpiceJet entered down 5% to 34 rupees as the companies posted a net loss of 1.64 billion rupees for July-September against a profit of 561 million rupees in the previous quarter. Coming to today's outlook, definitely the Indian equity will take cues from the global market and also from the release of the inflation data which were released last day. Indices on the Wall Street after erasing its recent gains ended down almost 1% last day on renewed concerns over the country's fiscal cliff and on a series of airstrikes by the Israel in the Gaza Strip. In his first conference after being re-elected as the President of the United Nations, Mr. Obama reiterated his deficit reduction plan through tax hikes. The investors dumped equities following Obama's comment on fears that the likely tax hikes could push the countries into recession. Sentiment was hit further after a series of airstrikes by Israel against the Palestinian militants killed the chief of Hamas in the Gaza border. Most Asian shares are trading lower today, but the Japan's Nikkei bucked the trend as the weakening yen pushed the export shares of the back home after the Monday's dismal industrial production data. The inflation figures is more keenly eyed today as the Reserve Bank of India will take cues from these two data, that is inflation data and IAP data, for its further monetary policy review meeting. India's industrial production contracted to 0.4% in September after rising 2.3% in August. The market participants has estimated IEP data at 2.9% in September. After these dismal figures, we got some positive news from the inflation figure. The inflation figures, which is based on the wholesale price index, fell to a 9-month low of 7.45% in October, primarily on account of falling the prices of the non-food articles. The inflation was 7.81 in September and 9.87 a year ago. The inflation in October, which is way below the expectation, is likely to increase the glamour of repo rate cut by the Reserve Bank of India, especially in the view of contraction in the industrial production data in September. And also technically the market fell below its psychological level of 5,700 and heading towards the major support level of 5,600. When we compare it with the option data, we can understand that 5,600 is acting as a major support level for this particular Nifty future, because 5,600 put option added a major chunk of open interest last day, and we witnessed the writing in 5,700 and 5,800 call options, indicating that those levels is acting as a major hindrance or major resistance for Nifty. And the market is also watching the reforms actions from the government, and the parliament winter section is coming to start. So the market will also take cues from the policy actions and reforms action, how quickly the government is initiates its reforms. So that's a major trigger for the market in the coming trading sections. And the results from the result front, the major results were already released, and the stock specific action ahead of the result is very limited in the coming trading section. So what strategy can we adopt in this market? I can say that the market will heading towards the 5,600 mark, and we can expect a pullback from those range as a put call ratio and some other indicators also showing pull back from 5,600 mark. So try to agree with the good stocks which have posted healthy earnings during this quarter. Try to accumulate good stocks at this range of 5,600 mark in the Nifty, and we have already initiated some good picks for the Diwali. So go through that newsletter and try to accumulate those stocks at lower levels when we get a correction in the market. So with all this, let me wind up. Thank you. I wish you a happy trading day to all of you.